You looking for something to do? Come with me. We'll find something. In this video, I gotta show you guys how to install a kitchen sink with a gooseneck faucet. Because in this unit, I have bathroom upstairs, recessed lighting, few electrical, ceiling fan, and some ductwork. So over here is going to be a different setup because I don't have much room to put a 10-inch. So I'm doing an 8-inch on this one. But anyway, this video is not about the ductwork. It is about how to install a sink and a faucet that's on the other apartment that I'm working on. So let's leave this unit and let's move on to the next unit so we can install the kitchen sink with the faucet. So we're walking to the other unit now. So this is the other unit I'm working on. And that's the sink. And this is the gooseneck faucet that we're gonna be installing. So let me get set up and we'll go ahead and start these. All right, first things first is what I like to do is I like to put silicone, either white or clear or anything you have. I just like to put around the edges of these before you start working on setting the sink, because this type of wood is for some recycled wood. On water, you know, I put plumber's putty around here, but if that putty fails and some water seep through here around the edges, it will go to the wood, and this tends to swell up. Once this swelled up, we're gonna have to replace, you know, countertop again. So for extra security, that's what I do. I put some silicone around it just to seal it up, then put the plumber's putty. So let me finish this, what I'm doing, and we'll start the putty around it. So what I do is I just squeeze a little bit around it and kind of smear it off. As so. So this is just one of the waterproofing that I do. So when water goes in there, it doesn't mess up the wood. You get that done, now we need to work on the plumber's putty. So what I do is kind of just put it around the edges of it, like that. don't worry about, you know, how thick or thin. I'd rather have it thick, because once you sit and press that sink in there, whatever's excess will squeeze out a bit. And it's better to be thicker than thin. So as you can see, I got silicone edges of it and plumber's putty all around it. Now I need to work on the sink and set it up. And this is what's gonna hold this sink, this clips right here. So what I did is I just slide as so. And that's how it works. So I put 2 on each corner of the sink to hold it in place. So you put your sprayer first. Alright, then you time that. This is snug. Then slide it into the spout. As so. Since my sink that they gave me is a 4-hole, which I'm not going to use all 4, so I got to plug one in, and I'm going to use the plate that comes with it, so it's kind of adapted to hide the other 2 holes in it. So let me hook this up. So rubber piece go down, so you just snap it in place. Alright, that's so, and then so once you got that slide in, comes with the weight. So usually the weight is measured like a foot when you pull the thing, and that's where the yellow part is. If you guys can see the yellow tape, there's a yellow tape there, and that's where you put the weight and the stop. As so, just a snap in, right? So when you pull, it will go back in place. So now we're ready to slide it in the sink. So once you guys got it set in place, as so, there's a plate that goes underneath that holds the whole faucet in. So you can only slide these where your spigot slides in and out. So slide it in there, right? As so. Like that. And then there's a nut also that needs to go under there. Slide it in. Like that, and then this is the one that's gonna lock it in place. Okay. And that nut just sits there. Of course, there's a weight that comes with it. So every time you pull your spigot out, it will go back down. This is why they put that yellow tape. So what it is you just put it in there and snap it, it will lock in place. So what it looked like is every time you pull your faucet down, and it will just do that. That's cool, ain't it? So now we're ready to put the cover on these 4 holes that we're not going to use. So basically it's just this thing right here. So let me get some more putty. I like to take this out and put some more, a little bit more putty around these, just for the water won't seep through and drip inside the cabinet underneath. Alright, and then I just put it there. That's basically what it is. Just hand tight it. Doesn't have to be real tight. So some of that plumber's putty squeezed out. Just take them out, clean it up later. Alright, next step is to put our sink strainer that will hold our garbage disposal. So let me get that and show you how to hook it up also. So I got the sink strainer that holds the garbage disposal here. So of course, around the rim, we're gonna need some more plumber's putty. So let me put some plumber's putty around the edges of it. So then we'll just need to move these like that, press it in place, right, turn these, then paper goes first, then this plate, and then this one. Loosen it a little bit because there's a ring that will hold it and lock it in place, which is this. It's a tension ring. So all you gotta do is kind of slowly push it in place. And there it is. Then you'll be able to screw it and tighten it. until you can't tighten it no more. And that's about it with that. Now we're going to need to turn it upside down again. See some of that excess plumber's putty. Just clean it out, take it out. Put it away. Alright, so now we're ready to drop our sink into the countertop. You guys can actually hook this up if you want to, 'cause that just goes snap it in place in there like that. Do is start from the back. Right. Kind of move your plumber's putty. It's in place. Press it down. Cool faucet. And so, as you can see, it's in place. Now we're just going to finish it up underneath. So we're going to go underneath. Alright, and get all your clips. This is what's going to lock your sink in place. All you need is a flathead screwdriver. Right underneath here, this clip is just slide underneath your sink. So I put two on each side of the sink. And then that's where you need the flathead screwdriver to tighten it in place. I don't know if you guys are able to see down here. To get a better view, I'm gonna put the camera probably trying to angle the camera so the best I can so you guys can see it. But basically, you hold the bracket where you want it, and then just kind of tighten it with a screwdriver, flathead. Like that. Same thing on the other side. Now make sure when you're under here, you're wearing a safety goggles. You don't want nothing going in your eye. Since I got prescription glasses, this is my safety for my eye. And right there, just one side. And I gotta do 6 more to finish it up. Okay, now I got all 4 sides of the sink locked in, and some of that plumber's putty got squeezed out. So all I need to do is just clean it all out, as so. Gather it all up. Right, and show you guys, look how much I got back. What's underneath? So underneath you will see some of that plumber's putty that we put in is also squished out, but I'm not gonna take them out. I'm gonna leave it there. All right, so now the next step is continue on with our plumbing. So, all we had to do is hook up our water line first. Right? So how do you know which one hot and cold? They had it labeled. So this is hot, right? And this is cold. So hot here. Cold here. And it tighten in place. So not tight, not over tighten. You don't want that pipe to snap on you. Just snag tight. That's all I need. Not tight, tight, tight. Okay. Once we got that in. Make sure when you pull your thing, this has to go back down. So make sure everything pull it down. Next step is your garbage disposal. So garbage disposal. In place. So right now we're just hooking up drain for the garbage disposal. Make sure everything is tight. Turn the water on. Alright, so we got the water back on, and we're just testing for leak. Seems like it's okay. And we're done. We got the sink and the faucet in. And that's how you install a sink and a gooseneck faucet. And we are done. Going on to the next project.